It's really fascinating to see the technologies that come through the program that we're offering now to create funding opportunities. I get to sit together with astronauts to VCs to people that are really knowledgeable about different types of technology, science, research, development, and business. So it's a fun cross-section that exposes me to some ideas that I don't normally see in my regular job. We come from different backgrounds, so we have different perspectives, but it's good to push against each other and expose different ways of thinking so that we can identify both what's good, what's bad, and maybe just what's different, and recognize those differences. First of all, it's non-dilutive capital, so it's really helpful to the company to get something done and have less risk than maybe they might otherwise have for some types of investments. They're answering to an organization that has a lot of meat behind it in terms of scientific star power, I'll say that. They're getting feedback from us in a very neutral stance. You know, we don't have a stake in the game, so we are just curious to learn about them and understand where they're going, and also provide to them our perspectives, and that feedback is coming to them for free, you know, whether or not they win an award. So I think that's really helpful. Certainly they have to sharpen their pencils to apply, and I think that helps them go through a mental process of answering some questions that frankly they should know the answers to, but you know, to the extent they don't, it gives them an opportunity to be very thoughtful about what they're doing.
We're forced as part of this to come up with matching funding. And that was really gratifying to see, kind of humbling, and we feel some indebtedness at this point. The urology department stepped up and said, we'll give $75,000 because we want to see this trial happen. The lab that we work for, the Applied Physics Lab, gave us $40,000. The Center for Commercialization at the University of Washington chipped in an equal amount through different resources. We had to ask a lot of people who are much higher up in the food chain at the university than we normally talk to help us, and they all came through, and we're thrilled to see this technology have this happen. And we think we have the next pieces lined up to carry us through the point of having an FDA trial and approval.
What I think is nice about the SMARTCAP program is we really try to invest in companies at a little bit of an earlier stage than some of the other VC firms are willing to kind of go in and invest. And so you get these technologies where maybe they need some money to start a clinical trial, or maybe they need some money to do things before they're completely having proved their technology, and that's where we can really come in and make a difference. And we have such an amazing group of members on the Forum Steering Council who can give great feedback to these companies. So even the companies that don't get funded get a lot of feedback from experts in the field. You know, and it's just a great experience for me to get to see their knowledge base and get to learn from them as well.
It's the showing them what else is out there, giving them advice, helping them see where they fit both into the space program and advice on where they might fit into the commercial uses on Earth program that are the most benefit. I've found with all my companies that you learn from the things that don't work just as well as you learn from the things that do. NSBRI and the SMARTCAP program, we give a little bit of money to these companies, but really it's the networking.